My son schools at Stepping Stone Schools. He's in grade 2. So, alikuwaga na ka-fight na a boy whose mother lives inside here. I hear she's the director of revenue at Kajiado. So my son had a fight with his son and it was resolved in school. However, when the mother heard about it, she decided that my son is never going to pass in front of her gate. Ati amekuwa banned for a fight that happened in school and ended in school. It was resolved by the teachers. But the madam has said that mtoto wangu hatawahi pita hapa.
Picture this. It is a crisp dawn in Kajiado County where the sun peaks over endless plains dotted with acacia trees. Little Juma, just 7 years old, grabs his worn backpack and waves goodbye to his mom. He is in grade 2, full of that boundless energy kids have, the kind that turns every walk into an adventure. For years, his shortcut for school has been a simple metal gate on a quiet path, cutting his trek in half through a neighbor's yard. It is harmless, routine, like tying your shoes before running out the door. But one ordinary morning, everything flips upside down. The gates lock tight, and standing there, arms crossed, is a woman who holds the keys, not just to the gate, but to a whole lot more in this tight-knit community. Her name, Vera Moraa, and this is the story of how a tiny playground boiled into a national firestorm.
Huyo mama anaishi hapa, hii ni nyumba yake permanent. Mtoto wangu ako grade 2. Possibly ataenda hiyo shule hadi grade 9. Aliambiwa asiwahi pita hapa hadi afanye nini? Aombe msamaha. Remember, alikuwa shaomba ile msamaha ya kwanza shule. Ile alikuwa ameambiwa na mwalimu. Alikuwa reprimanded na akaomba msamaha. The next day guards wakapatiwa instruction ati huo mtoto asiwahi pita hapa. Na ujue asubuhi mtoto wangu anaendanga shule 6:30. Wanapitanga hapa wakiwa wengi. Guards wakapatiwa instruction ati mtoto wangu asifanye nini? Asiwahi pita hapa. Until aende aseme pole. Mtoto wangu akaweka bike hapa hivi kando, jua anaendanga shule na bike. Akaenda kwa hiyo nyumba akaring bell, akasema I'm here to say I'm sorry. Akaambiwa don't come and say sorry here, go to school. Haya, akachukua bike akahave kuzunguka. Sasa akazunguka that whole way that I've shown you, the long way ya kupita kama unaenda na gari. After amezunguka akaenda shule the third time. Akasema pole. So this madam has not accepted that apology. First of all, the reason why a child would have to say sorry 3 times, I don't understand. But madam haja accept your apology. So my son is on a forever punishment. Mtoto wa grade 2, imagine, ako on a forever punishment for a fight that happened in school and was resolved. Wadau hebu nisaidie.
It all traces back to a dusty schoolyard a few days earlier. Kids are out there during recess, chasing each other under the hot sun, the air buzzing with laughter and shout. Juma and a group of boys are playing rough. You know how it goes. A shove here, a playful push there. Nothing out of the ordinary for second graders testing their limits. But in the mix is Vera's son, about the same age, and things get a little bit heated. A small scuffle breaks out. Elbows fly, voices rise. Maybe a tumble in the sand. No one is really hurt. Just the usual kid chaos. The teachers break up with a stern look and a reminder to play nice. Juma walks away with a scrapped knee and a story to tell his friends. Vera's boy heads home with a bruised ego and a tale for his mom. At that moment, it is forgotten, or so everyone thinks. But grudges, especially when they involve our own kids, have a way of simmering under the surface, waiting for the right spark. Now, let us talk about Vera Moraa. She's not just any mom in Kajiado. She's the revenue director for the county, the kind of role that comes with a corner office, a title on her door, and the respect of folks who handle the town's finances. It is a big deal in a place like this, where every shilling counts for roads, schools, and clinics. Vera has built a life of influence, sharp suits, committee meetings, the works. But beneath that polished exterior, like all of us, she has got her soft spots, especially when it comes to her son. Word around the neighborhood, is she protective, the type to hover a little extra after hearing about playground drama. When her boy comes home that afternoon, rubbing his arm and recounting the fight, something clicks for her. It is not just a kid squabble anymore. In her eyes, it is a slight against her family. And Vera, she decides it is time to draw a line, starting with that innocent shortcut gate on her property. Little does she know, that line is about to stretch across the entire country.
Nasikia ni ati wale hawaguswangi. She's the chairlady of this court. Nimejaribu kuongelesha hawa watu wa hii court waseme, hata wanajaribu kunisaidia, kila mtu wamesema they can't override her. She's the chairlady of the court. Nimejaribu kucontact chief, nimeenda hadi shule. Like this thing is so outrageous. Nimeenda shule, nikajaribu kufind the cause of the fight. It was something very small. In fact, I would even ask for the school to show me the CCTV cameras. But they've said their hands are tied. It happened in school, it was resolved. Now when it's come out to the street, they don't know what they can do about it. Okay, sawa, their hands are tied. But nimeenda hata nimeongelesha chief akuje angalie, kwa sababu they are claiming, first of all, this is not a public road. This is not a private road. It's a public road because it's connecting to another road there. It's a shortcut to the school. So mtoto wangu amewekwa on punishment, aendange around kama gari forever. Ndio a learn lesson gani.
Fast forward to Juma's next school day. He bounces up like always, backpack swinging, ready for lessons and lunch. He reaches the gate. Click, click, but it doesn't budge. There she is, Vera, planted firm, her face set like she's guarding Fort Knox. Not yelling, not big scene, just a quiet refusal. She won't let him through. Not today, not tomorrow, maybe not ever, until this issue is settled her way. Juma is confused, his little bro furrowing. Why the lock? What has he done? He tries the long way around, trudging extra kilometers under the relentless sun, arriving late and sweaty. His teacher raises an eyebrow. Words spread like wildfire in the village, whispers at the market, nods over fences. Juma's mom hears it fast from her son that evening, piecing together the playground link. At first, it is disbelief, then a quiet anger. This isn't right. A grown woman, with all her power holding a child's education hostage over boys being boys. The shortcut wasn't just a path, it was Juma's daily bridge to learning, and now it is barricaded by pride. It doesn't stay quiet for long. Kajiado is a place where everyone knows everyone. Neighbors chat over shared water taps, elders settle disputes under shady trees. Juma's family shares the story at the local church gathering, and heads start shaking. That is not how we do things here, one auntie muters. Parents of other kids who use the path start grumbling too. What if it is their turn next?
Guys, I'm going to make my status shareable. Share it with as many people as you can. Let people know and let us be told so that we can understand. Sisi wanyonge haki yetu inapatikana aje, unaona? Kama mtu anaweza chokozana na mtoto wa mdosi shule, so sisi what do we do? However, I'm waiting. Chief alisema tafuta time akuje hapa, but meanwhile huyu madam sijui director revenue Kajiado, nisaidieni tu ku share because this is injustice. Mtoto wa grade 2 leo nimemleta hapa tukafukuzwa. Yaani mtu yeye anafika hapa anazuiliwa ni kama yeye ni criminal. Tumefukuzwa na tukafukuzwa.
The school headmaster gets wind of it, pulling Juma aside for a gentle talk. But even he knows this is bigger than report cards. Phones come out, and the fast photos hit local WhatsApp groups. The locked gate? The community isn't just mad, they're mobilizing, turning a personal beef into a stand for fairness. Because in places like Kajiado, when one kid stumbles, we all feel the trip. By evening, the whispers explode online. A simple post from Juma's mom, no drama, just the facts and a photo of her exhausted boy. Rockets across Kenyan Twitter and Facebook. Hashtags like unlock the gate and Kajiado's kid fast trend overnight. Strangers weigh in. Teachers sharing stories of barriers to education. Moms venting about overprotective parenting gone wrong. Even big voices from Nairobi chiming in on the abuse of power. A director blocking a child's school path over what?
Sasa sijui tunafaa tuseme pole inatoshana aje. So I'm going to make my status shareable. Please share it as I still continue pursuing justice. Yeah, let Kinder pass. Let other children pass. Yeah.
It is no longer a gate. It is a mirror for all of Kenya, reflecting how authority can twist when emotions run high. And through it all, Juma just wants to get to school on time. The pressure builds like a summer rain, and soon, Vera steps into the light. She meets with Juma's family under the watchful eyes of elders, the air thick with unspoken tension. Apologies flow, not grand gestures, but real ones, the kind that acknowledge hurt without excuses. The gate swings open again, wider than before, maybe even with a new sign welcoming all the neighborhood kids. The county steps in too, with a note to better community guidelines, reminding officials that power serves people, not grudges. Juma returns to his shortcut, backpack lighter, smile brighter. But Vera, she fades back into her role, hopefully with a lesson etched deep. Kids will scrap, but holding on to it only locks out the good in all of us. It is a small victory in Kajiado, but one that echoes a reminder that even in the heat of the moment, choosing grace over gets can change everything. And there you have it, a story from the red dirt roads of Kajiado that proves how one locked gate can unlock bigger truths about forgiveness, fairness, and the weight we carry as grown-ups. Share your thoughts in the comment section below. For Maisha TV, I'm William Juma.